Welcome back to Malamic Art. My name is Mickey, and today I'm going to be going over a couple colors that you hear of all the time, but nobody really talks about them. They're kind of being faded away. So the first one is French Vermilion, and the second one is Viridian Green, the PG-18 version. This French Vermilion is PR242. Now, back in the day, Viridian was in like 1838 area. It's a translucent color. The name viridis was Latin for green. Let's see. Okay, so there's like a green and blue color to this. Now Vermilion, there's so much more information about Vermilion. Vermilion was made originally from a color from cinnabar, which was a like a toxic pigment, and it's a mercuric sulfide that was used by the ancient Greek and the Chinese, and it had an opaque color. And then they started making it in China with this sort of like a sumac tree, something rather. I'm not sure what they used, but it was highly poisonous because of poison ivy. And both of these two original colors of the Vermilion were used in archaic things. They would be very expensive to buy, the cinnabar or the other and they would use it, monks would use it, so it's really only used for very special purposes. The emperor was only allowed to use the Chinese version, which we call Chinese red. So now it's made with another safer ingredients, although this stuff really stinks, by the way. I don't know who else makes this but Sennelier, this PR242, but this is probably the purest form I've found of this color. You'll see that it's now called scarlet, or cadmium red light, or there's vermilion hues, and you'll never get something that is as pure as this color. And I've shown this before, but it's really stinky, folks. But it is this really vibrant, gorgeous color. It smells already. And I'm wondering if it was just off-putting because of the smell. I just don't want to buy that. But it's absolutely gorgeous. Now, this is the original, and I'll show you what the copies look like. So this is a French Vermilion. Oops, not that one. So Turner's has made a permanent scarlet, very similar with the PR188. There is PR108 that does the same or similar color. So this is Turner. So it's a little bit more opaque. This is definitely less opaque. So right away you can see that there is a difference. And I found this in Low and Cornell, that my friend Sandrine, she has a channel called Sandrine's Gallery on YouTube, and she actually, I didn't know I was going to do this, but so the Low Cornell is a company that has now been bought by some other larger company, and this is their Vermilion. There's absolutely no pigment information on this. I haven't even found the company. I can't even bring it up. The Google just keeps spinning and spinning. So I'm not even sure what's happened with this company. But they also have Viridian, and they're kind of an old school company. So I have no idea. It says on the tube it's made in Taiwan. But so it's a little bit off from the Turner. Turner would be more close to the original color. So I went to an art store and I saw that this Viridian had the PG-18, this Da Vinci brand, and it did cost me quite a bit to grab this, but I just wanted, my curiosity won. So this is the PG-18. And it's not, I mean, like nowadays you'll see phthalo green as being used for this, you know, this tone, because it's a heck of a lot stronger. This is as thick as it gets, this Viridian green, which I think is good. People like to use this color, or they consider this a mixing color, both of these. But on its own, it's actually quite nice. There's a lot of blue in it. Daniel Smith sells Viridian green in the PG-18, but it's a heck of a lot more granulating than the Da Vinci. So let's see what Turner's does. They use PG-7, which is kind of universal now for this color, and they call it phthalo green, blue shade. So right away it's super staining. And it's pretty close. And here's a low Cronell Viridian, which I'm assuming is just going to be as off as the other one. Because of course this set you could probably purchase for, I don't know, there's a set of, I think, more than a dozen, maybe, I'm not sure, I think it's a dozen. Oh look, it's pretty similar to this phthalo green here, so that's probably the same pigment. But I think in the back in around 1883, there was a mineral that was used for Viridian called Escola, and it was by the Finnish geologist Pentti Escola. Escola was his last name, so he called that mineral Escola. And now, I'm not sure how it's made, but it's definitely not the mineral anymore. Or it may be, but I don't know. So, as far as I know, this is the only two primaries of this color. You can find this more, but I have a hard time finding the PR242 for this French Vermilion. And these copies are, you know, pretty close. Like this Turner one was excellent for being close, this PR188 to this, but I don't know, the original sort of acts like the original, so you can't really imitate the original. So I just wanted to go through this with you and sort of go through this. I mean, I have so much more information on the Vermilion. It's really like, there's a lot of history with this particular color, this French Vermilion. And it's really kind of obscure to find anything. It's hard to find anything on this Viridian green, like the original story. What's funny about the Vermilion is that it's named after vermin, which is a Latin word for worm. So I'm not sure why, but it's named after vermin, which is funny. And it's possible that there was some sort of, you know, reason why they called it. I don't know, maybe there was a worm that was that color. I don't know. Well, thanks for going down a little bit of history with me on these two colors. I've been working with these two colors a little bit together, and they actually kind of do make a neat combination. So like a very deep neutral tone. Let's see, which ones are they? I'm trying to remember. Okay, it's this one. And I want to get a little bit more. We do need a bit of this color. So here's a little pool of this color. The Viridian green. And if you add, wait, that's not it. Forgetting which one is the original. Here we go. So right away you kind of get this like strange purple, and then it kind of goes to this neutral. And if you add a lot more green, it goes even more to like a gray green. So you can get some different tones out of it. It's a little bit granulating here, you can see. I want to add just a little bit more green because that Vermilion red is overpowering. Yeah, there you go. So you can get sort of a neutral dark color out of them both. So, very interesting. Thanks for watching me play, and I'll see you in the next one. So here's what happened when I started messing around with mixing colors with them. So this is pretty primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. And I got this beautiful mid-tone with the ultramarine blue. And with the cad red, you get this very neutral brown. And with the PY3 Hansa yellow or lemon yellow, you get this really beautiful light green color. And I added some yellow deep to it here, and you could probably get a good sap green out of this. So this is that color moved over here. This is rose madder, this red color, and mixed with the Viridian green, it makes this surprisingly gorgeous purple violet color, which I think is really cool. Didn't expect that at all. So here's rose madder. And here's the green. Just really cool color there. So for the French Vermilion, this is Payne's Gray, so I kind of made it this like deep purple neutral. This is rose madder, and then cad red, and then oh wait, this is the cad red on this side. This is the rose madder, and this is the Vermilion in the middle. This is the yellow and the Vermilion, and this beautiful orange shade. Look at that. That's amazing. It's almost like a sunset right there. And this is the purples I got from the ultramarine blue. So I thought this is really cool. These two colors are definitely, yeah, I mean, I've heard it a couple times that they're mixing colors. And I have to agree, but on their own, I mean, they're pretty amazing colors. Look how granulating and gorgeous that is. You can't get that with a phthalo green. they just fall flat. I mean, these are vibrant colors, but this is more of alive to me. I don't know. So here's my end results, and I hope you kind of, you know, will give them a chance again, and bring them back. They actually are really good colors. They probably are not in the AP range. They're probably in the CL range for the ASTM rating, because they have some ingredients that probably kids shouldn't get a hold of. So that's probably the only drawback to these particular two paints. But if you can get the pigment PG18 or the pigment PR242 and find some way of making them work without the solvent or the additives, then please go for it. If that's even possible, if these pigments are even in their natural state, not a little bit iffy, just definitely wash your hands. This one comes with a warning that there is some ingredients that you gotta be aware of for people who have allergies. And this one says may contain trace amounts of hexavalent chromium. So, but I still would give them a go. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next one.